Mixed martial arts is one of the world's most popular and exciting sports. Some of the best anime that we've covered or talked about on this channel have been fighting series, Baki, Hajime no Ippo, that kind of thing. But imagine a world where on top of punching, kicking, throwing, and submissions, you could also do magic. Well, kinda. We're not talking about fairy tale level magic fighting, we're talking magical girls, and you already know how we feel about magical girls on this channel. Sailor Moon beats Goku. Hey everyone, I'm the Anime Trainer, and today we're going to talk about ViVid Strike. But before we get into that, go ahead and subscribe to the channel for me and throw a like on the video, and I guarantee it'll be the best thing you do all day. Magical girls are typically busted when it comes to power, but this time we get a little bit more down to earth with their level of strength. Bit of a content warning here on this one. Some of the scenes made me just a little uncomfortable with how close they came to full-on nudity. Just be mindful of that. Kind of feel like I might have been bamboozled into watching this one. Today's video is brought to you by leafbladie, who was awesome enough to commission a video, which, side note, I guess I'm taking commissions now. So if you have a video you really want to see get made or want it moved to the front of the line, shoot me a message on Discord. You can join our free Discord with the link in the description. Or if you just want to support the channel, you can do so via Patreon, which is also in the description. Now, back to MMA and magic. MMA M.
Ma'am. It is ma'am.
This series is a short one. It's only about 12 episodes long, and it is apparently part of a larger magical girl universe, which I did not watch, so we're just gonna focus on this.
Loser.
The magic that these young, under 15 girls wield is more like a power-up than anything. The girls can go through a henshin sequence just like any other magical girl series, and they age themselves up because they are pretty young, giving themselves enhanced strength, durability, and access to some kind of energy that can imbue power into their strikes. They definitely become superhuman, but are not on the busted level that some magical girl series are, like Madoka or Sailor Moon. The show deals with a lot of themes like friendship, bullying, and overcoming past trauma, but it also has just straight hands. From the get-go, we are brawling in the streets, mixed sparring in the gym, and completely wrecking school bullies. It is a delightful mix of different situations so that you can see how the girls use their strength without their powers and how tough they are once they actually transform.
That was diabolical.
My goal here is to talk about the series without spoiling too much of the plot. How do we talk about the series without spoiling the plot? Leg kick, boxing, baji quan, karate, boxing skills like crazy, more boxing, this time with footwork. We're seeing a pretty strong mix of modern and traditional martial arts, and I was honestly really hyped to see different styles of fighting play out in this format. Unfortunately, because of the length of the series, a lot of the fights are pretty short, not to mention the fact that magical girl transformation sequences take up episode time. And you know they are not skipping a magical girl transformation sequence in a magical girl series. We do see a fair assortment of kicks and throws, slipping in solid boxing, kickboxing, sumo-like moves, the flicker jab, and healing magic. Wait, did I say healing magic? These girls have healing magic? Wait a minute, let me go back and look at that. Healing magic?
Oh my god!
Not only do they have healing magic, they also have special shields that they can put on when they're sparring that let them feel the pain feedback from the sparring, but not take the damage. Well, most of the time. Oh man, that just scratched a part of my brain. Ferb, I know what we're gonna do today.
I may not have a brain, gentlemen, but I have an idea.
I'll admit, with the length of the series and the short nature of some of the fights, I was not entirely sure what I was going to talk about with this series, but oh man, I do now. The world that this story is set in is crazy. You have the ability to transform into a magic-wielding, stronger version of yourself, and it doesn't look like there's any limitations to this, except that, you know, I don't know that we don't see any guys transform, so that's not fair.
You sure about that?
But there is also healing magic available. So you have shields, healing magic, so you're not getting hurt in sparring, and God forbid if you do get hurt in sparring, you can even get healed. So guess what that means? You could spar 100% all the time. Do you know how skilled you could get if you could spar at 100% speed and strength all the time without worrying about getting hurt? You'd have to learn how to deal with the pain, of course, but that's just training. It would be like accumulating the fighting experience of like 100 actual matches before you ever stepped in the ring. You know, normally in our world, like only 15-year-old Thai boxers have that kind of experience.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
The level of fine-tuning that would be possible in a world where you can spar without injury and get healed with magic in the case of an accident would be absolutely bonkers. You would get punished for your mistakes in sparring because you'd actually feel the pain, but you wouldn't actually get hurt. The pain feedback to correct you would allow you to keep trying until you get the hang of training at 100% speed. The level of combat sports performance would be off the charts in a world like this, even without magical girl transformations. At first, I thought it was a bit strange that these under 15 girls would be as skilled as they are, but it actually starts to make sense once you remove the threat of injury from sparring or live technique drilling. You could very easily have teenagers with the hardened battle experience of seasoned adult fighters. As impressive as magical girl transformations are in giving them the strength to throw someone into a building, I would argue that the existence of the shields in this universe is even more impressive. The protection that they afford is so strong that you can actually get hit with a transformation buff strike and still be uninjured. One of the biggest issues that fighters in the real world can run into is that they are unable to manage their own minds when facing the pressure of a fight. Technique degrades with the introduction of adrenaline and pain. Your cardio can just go straight out the window, and some people panic and make stupid decisions, or they just plain freeze. Drilling techniques for hours on end, training to be tough through exercise or body toughening, body hardening, that kind of thing, and even sparring can only make you partially prepared for the reality of having someone on the other side of the ring of the cage come at you like they want to end your career of being alive.
I'm scared to death. I'm frightened, and I don't know what to do. I'm confused, and I want to go home.
That's why being a veteran of the cage or the ring is so powerful in combat sports. Despite natural talent or any amount of training, if someone is newer to being pressured at that level, especially in front of a bunch of people, their mental game can absolutely collapse and lead to a loss, which that's going to just spiral out of control after that. If you have the mental breakdown in the ring and then you lose, the mental breakdown after the loss is probably going to be a whole lot worse. And I think that's one of the reasons why Fuuka, the main character of the series, is such a quick learner. She spent a fair amount of time brawling in the streets, we see that in the first episode, before she ever starts to learn martial arts. As a matter of fact, she says that she hates martial arts at the beginning of the series. She knows what it's like to mix it up in a situation where people are trying to hurt you for real. Once she's in a situation where she's able to train without getting injured, she's able to pick up experience at a much accelerated rate. So much so that she's able to reach world-class level in just 4 months of training and even have like a Kenichi copying his master's moment. That punch right there even looks like the Muboshi. There's a lot more I could say about the series, and I'll probably do a few shorts about some of the themes and quotes, because I think that there was some pretty powerful stuff to talk about. But for an introduction, I wanted to geek out about the training, and all I'm saying is we need some dang force field technology for combat sports.
Because I said so.
Thanks to all of the Anime Trainer patrons, you guys are awesome. If you want to support the channel, you can do so in the description to the Patreon link. Go check it out. There's lots of little stuff you can get, including one-on-one video coaching and one-on-one online personal training. Check it out, support the channel. It really helps us out.
You're breathtaking.
So we got kind of a short one today, but I want to thank you guys for watching and continuing to support the channel. You guys are great, and I really can't thank you enough. I'm the Anime Trainer, and until next time, good luck and train hard.